Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Caleb from A New Expression, where we help you become your greatest self. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about cold calling. Now, this is mainly in regards to my social media marketing agency, kind of my experience with cold calling. It was basically my first week of trying out cold calls, and let me tell you, it is a lot harder than you might think, right? So if you guys are experienced in sales or in any kind of where you have to pick up the phone and call businesses, it can be kind of scary, right? It can be kind of intimidating and kind of discouraging at first too, because my first week, I banged out about probably like 20 to 30 businesses a day, which isn't where I want to be, but I'm working towards maybe 50 to 100 cold calls a day. Now, the reason for me trying to reach this high number, the reason why I want to cold call basically 50 to 100 businesses is because, think about it, guys. If you cold call 100 people a day, let's say you do 100 a day, and you do 100 a day, and for, let's say, 6 days a week, so you take one day off of not cold calling. So if you do that, if you do the math, you do 600 a week, and then 600 times 4 weeks in a month would be 2,400. So you're calling 2,400 businesses in a month. And with that high of a number, do you not think that you're going to close at least one person? Maybe, or even, maybe if you don't close a client the first time, right, the first month, after, let's say, 2,500 cold calls, do you not think after 4 months, after you do 10,000 cold calls, which is crazy to me, guys, like, think about it, 10,000 businesses, do you not think you could close one client in 4 months doing 100 cold calls for 6 days straight? Now, out of those, out of a month, you probably would get about, let's say, 10 to 20, 10 to 20 meetings. And out of those 10 to 20 meetings, if you can close one, which is very reasonable, if you can close one out of the 20, and most likely if they're having you be coming in and they're setting a meeting with you, that means that they're interested, right? So they're not just calling you over because they're not interested in your product, but they most likely need your product. That's why they're having you come over. That's why they want to talk sales. So out of those 20, it's very likely that you can close one. You should be able to close at a 25% rate. So maybe like 4 or 5 you could close. And that's the power of just picking up the phone and just calling these businesses. I mean, it's hard to do. It's intimidating. I actually procrastinated. I was like, I'm too scared. I'm not going to call businesses. I don't know what to say. I don't know if I can provide a service. And it's just a self-esteem problem. It's a mindset problem, right? Because you're not believing in your own skills to sell something or to even bring results to a business. So, I mean, you do the math and you realize that it's very likely that you could close at least one client. Now, today was not so good of a day for me. I set one meeting for next week on Tuesday. He sounded like he was very, very interested, but I'm not sure on whether or not he needs the service yet. So, I'll keep you guys updated. I'm going to be going over next week to talk with him about potentially what I could do for him. But yeah, a lot of the times you're going to get people that, I got people that just hung up on me. They're like, oh yeah, I don't need your service. Like, have a good one, bye. And just straight up hung up on you. And I think it's very important to not take anything personal. Right, it's really easy to take things personal, like, oh, maybe I didn't do my cold calls, right? Or maybe my tonality, or maybe something about what I said wasn't right, and that's why they hung up on me. And inside of you, when they hang up on you, a side of you wants to take it personal, like, oh, I'm not good enough, or oh, this is not going to work. But just understand that it's a matter of just keep doing it. Just keep cold calling. Just pick up that phone and just keep doing it. Because as Grant Cardone says, man, if you don't know how to pick up the phone and call people and make sales, then you're going to be at a very big disadvantage to everyone else in the world. And this is me building my sales skills, right? I'm calling businesses. I'm dealing with objections. I'm dealing with people that maybe aren't convinced, and I can convince them that social media marketing could really boost their business, right? So it's dealing with sales, and it's a growing experience. You're growing your skills, and at first you're going to be rusty. At first you're not going to be great. No one's great at anything they start, but as you keep doing it, as you keep progressing through it, and it's important to keep a good mindset, because if you don't have a good mindset, you're just going to fall off early. You're going to be like, after maybe 1,000 businesses, you're going to be like, oh, it's not worth it. It's not going to work. There's no way that a business is going to want to hire me or to want me to provide a service for them. So it's very, very important in sales to keep a good mindset. That's something that I've been trying to work on. And, for the video that you guys saw me post, the one before this, it talks about the mindset. It talks about the thoughts, the beliefs that you have about yourselves, because that's what's going to drive you. Because when you're getting failed so many times in sales, it's guaranteed that you're going to fail, right? You're going to have people that reject you. It's guaranteed to be rejected. But it's just what you do about those rejections. Are you going to move on, or are you just going to say that you're going to quit? That's what sets people apart. The people that are saying that it's too hard, it's too much, they want to quit. But then there's other people the people that succeed in life, that say, look, it's hard right now. Maybe I'm not so good at this. Maybe a lot of businesses aren't interested in this, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep persevering. And they end up being successful in the long run. It's a long-term game. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. I can't say my words. Marathon. So think about that when you're doing sales. Think about the mindset. Think about the mindset that you're going in. And another tip that I could give you guys, right, if I had to give you a tip, is when you call these businesses, and this is something I'm still trying to work on, it's something I realized that was a big difference. And Jordan Belfort talks about this all the time, and I highly suggest that you guys check him out if you guys want to become better at sales, become better in the way that you're communicating yourself, that the way that you're coming across as. Because if you call these businesses, you're initially going to be talking to the gatekeeper. And if I, for example, were to call a business and be like, hey, how's it going? I have a social media marketing agency. I can increase your sales by 15 to 30% using Facebook ads or digital marketing. Would that be something that you're interested in? Like, it just sounds like when, personally for me, if I was a gatekeeper and I was picking up a phone at either a restaurant, a gym, or any kind of business that I'm calling, and I pick up the phone and I hear somebody talk like that, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, it's another salesman. It's another just salesy call, right? And it doesn't seem authentic. The gatekeeper is not gonna want you to talk to the owner. He's not gonna want to put on a good word for you. It's not a good impression. But listen, if you pick up the phone and you're like, hey, how's it going? Right? And having an upbeat, positive attitude to yourself, then they're like, oh, this is not just some average salesperson. This is somebody that's bringing value to me. He's bringing positive energy to me, right? That's valued for people. If you pick up the phone and you make somebody's day by just having a cheerful voice, that leaves a good impression. They want to pass along the phone to their manager or to their owner. So when you call the gatekeeper and you try to get past them, treat them as another human being. This isn't like another sales call. It's another just connection with another human being. And so when you call them up, you want to be upbeat. You want to be positive. You want to ask how their day is, and mean that. Like, genuinely be interested. Like, how's their day going? How's the business going? Are you guys busy right now? And from there, you'll be in a much better position to actually talk to the owner or the manager that's in charge, right? So that's a big point. And even when you get on phone with the owner and the manager, you want to keep that upbeat attitude. You want to be positive. You don't want to just be like every other sales guy and be like, hey, so I was wondering if I could just bring some more sales for you guys, or more clients, more leads. Like you could say something, but in a different way. And the way that you say it makes all the difference. Like, two exact people could say the exact same things, the exact same words, but maybe one guy has it in a more positive, a more upbeat tone. And for that reason, only for that reason, he ends up making a sale. Whereas the other guy, he was just kind of like treating it as another sales call, treating it as just like a down, kind of demotivated kind of attitude, and it rubs off on the owner. And no one wants to do business with that kind of person. No one wants to do business with a guy that is just depressed and just looks down upon life and isn't seeing things in a positive kind of attitude. So in sales, when you pick up the phone, think about how you can change your tonality. And it's not about just faking the tonality. It's not about that. It's about being able to express more, being able to be in a better state. Because when you're in a better state, when you actually feel genuinely good, it's gonna rub off in your voice. When you're so happy and energetic, you think when you call a business, you're gonna be like, "Hey, how's it going? How's your day going?" Like, no, you're gonna be like, "Hey, how's your day going?" Like, you're gonna be upbeat, you're gonna be positive, you're gonna be happy. So it's not about, I feel like sales, a lot of these people are trying to just teach it as fake your tonality, which is better than, I guess, than just having like a down kind of attitude, even if you're not feeling so bright, to change that kind of tonality in your voice. But we want to genuinely be feeling better. We want to be in a good state when we call them, so that when we actually call them, we don't have to fake feeling good. We don't have to fake feeling positive. We are genuinely a positive person. So when we call businesses, when we try to make deals, when we try to close sales, it rubs off. And that's what that's the kind of people that people want to do business with. They don't want to do business with somebody that's negative. They want to do business with somebody that has a positive outlook on life. And that's what I want to emphasize in this video. That's why I wanted to make this video, was because I want you guys to understand that sales has very much to do with the kind of tonality and the kind of presence and the kind of attitude that you're bringing to the sales call. And even when you meet these business owners in a meeting, you want to be upbeat. You want to show confidence. You want to show them that you're a person that they want to do business with. That's with anything in life. And just when you make sales, when you try to make sales, try to become the person that people want to work with, right? Alright, so I need to get a better SIM card because my card keeps getting full and it stops the video right there. You guys can't even see me, but yeah, so I just wanted to end off at this because my card doesn't have that much memory left. But really don't try to be the average sales guy. Don't try to be the average person. Aspire to be a better person. Aspire to bring a more positive outlook on life. And bring that to your business. Bring that kind of positive energy into your business. And I guarantee you, this will improve your sales. This will improve your results. Of course, there's going to be people that don't need your marketing agency. Of course, there's going to be people that don't need your service. Or people that generally don't believe in the service. But when you get to a situation where you're able to convince somebody, when there's somebody that's actually interested, the way that you close that sale is with your attitude, right? With the way that you're coming across, even if it's on the phone or even in person. It's so important to just come across as the person that someone would want to do business with. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got something out of that. Just remember that the next time you guys do a sales call, just try to have that kind of positive outlook and kind of positive energy whenever you call these businesses. I will definitely keep you guys in touch and updated with how my business is going, how my, if I'm setting any meetings, how my agency is growing. It's very much in the starting phases, but I want to show you guys my process and show you guys that these things are possible with a positive and good mindset. And that's what it's all about. And I truly believe that. And I want to show you guys that through social media and just this YouTube page right here. And this is what it's all about. A New Expression is about making a change, changing your situation. If you're broke, if you're depressed, if you're socially anxious, any one of those things, if you're not happy in life, it's about making a new expression, whether that be a new thought, a new action, whatever that new expression is. It's making a new expression, and only with that new expression can you get a new result. So that's what it's all about, man, and that's what this channel is all about. And I hope I can inspire you guys, motivate you guys to take action. And that will cut the video here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Remember that change happens only with a new expression. I will see you guys back in the next video. Take care.